Hello everybody, I'm Debbie with Secondhand Treasures. Welcome back to my page. I am located in Central Florida and I want to welcome you. This is my segment of Craft Around the Clock. It is a free group that you can join and the link is in my description. Hello Amanda, happy Monday. It's a good one here. It looks like it might rain. Of course, I've been watering the yard all day, so it'll probably rain. Hi, Glenda. Today, we are going to repurpose this lid to a big can that I get from a local restaurant. If you go to your local, probably mom and pop restaurant, and ask them for some big cans, they'll probably give them to you. The lady that I got the big cans from was more than willing to give me a bunch of big cans. So I rusted them out. Hello, Kendra. Hey, Miss Ruthie, my BFF. So we're going to put a napkin on this side. This was the inside, a napkin on that side, and we're going to make a bee. So hopefully I can get the bee done correctly, so we will give it a try. Hello everybody, hi Kendra. So I figured I would, I'm lost for words. I would cover them with napkins. So I went through my used napkins and I picked out this used napkin. I had one piece of it left. So I'm thinking we'll put it on the rusty side. And then I only used, well actually I didn't use any of these. This one is a napkin. I believe it is in one of the napkin bundles. And we're gonna use it, a piece of it for the non-rusty side. So I hope you ladies are doing good. I am. So let's get out the Mod Podge. I remembered my water today. So what are you all up to? Do I use a little one or a big one? I think I'll use a big one. This one, I don't think will show up the rustiness much, but I was thinking this one would, and I may even sponge it with yellow paint. Let's just see what happens. I can always sand it off if I don't like it. And I'm gonna punch a hole in it so I can hang it up outside. I'm also going to spray it with some clear sealer. I've already sanded the edges of this can. It's still kind of sharp, but I have already messed with that part of it. I don't know if you're talking, but I can't see comments. So I'm just gonna put it right down on top, hoping I get the middle. Probably about right there. Find my chippy Deb, as Miss Ruthie would say. You know I don't like covering up this rusty goodness. So that's why I chose this napkin. And I just hate to throw away this rusty goodness. And as it, hey Jean, good morning. Hey Joellen. As it wears, I think this side would look best with all the rust showing through. Now, would you, hey Cindy, good morning. Hi Linda, good morning. So would you, what was I gonna ask? Would you paint this yellow, like maybe sponge it, some of the petals? Let's dry it before I start sanding it. Good morning, Debbie. I hope you have a blessed week too. Thank you, Joellen. I was thinking about doing another can, but I couldn't find my rusty cans, like another can on top. So I may end up doing that if I can find them. So let's sand it. Hello, Mary, my BFF. Let me go here. Let me go here. How's my sister Mary today? How is Chris doing and Jean? I was about to say it doesn't want to come off. So I'm definitely going to put more layers of sealer on here. I'm going to put it under my oak tree by the bird feeders. So that'll help too. And you know, when it looks bad, I can always just sand it and redo it. Rose, good morning. I have been busy trying to figure out what I was going to do and rotating our sprinkler. We have a tractor as a sprinkler and it moves with the hose but very slowly, so you have to keep moving the hose, otherwise the hose will be too heavy for it to move. Good morning, Pam. I'm feeling good. I hope you are too. You can see the rust. Hey, Mare. So I'm debating if I want to either sponge it or do some little yellow. I think I'm going to do some little yellow strips instead of sponging it. What'd you think? I think that's what I'm going to do. I did wet a sponge, but the sponge I think would cover those up. You know what? So let's do the other side. Then I'll do that. And while that's drying, we will make the bee. So let's do this side. Let's just wet it. I do have water way over there. Hey, Marla Kay. I'm going to wet the edges. And then rip it off. Good morning, Laura. Thank you all for being here. This can lid came from a big can I got from the local restaurant. It's like a mom and pop place. If you go in and ask them if they have big cans. Oh, thank you, Mary. They more than likely will give them to you because they just got to throw them out anyway. I need to make a craft with one of them and give it to her as a thank you, and I haven't done it. Now let's see if I can. Hi, Jamie. Hey, Lori. Hello, everybody. I think that's the only layer. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think it's just one ply. So let's get that one onto here. Hello, Tamara. Hey, Cindy. Hello, Oam. Am I saying that right? Now this one doesn't cover the whole side of the can. But that's okay. It says love of nature. I think that's the middle. It's probably over a little, but that's okay. Hello, Pam. Good morning. Hi, Rose. Thank you for sprinkling. I think that one looks good on it, too. Where it's not that rusty. So let's dry it and sand it. Hello, Gretchen. I've been missing you. Gretchen comes on at night. You need to watch her. She makes really cute crafts. I usually have to watch a replay because she comes on when it's hubby time for me. Either dinner or hubby time. Sometimes I get to catch her live. Now, would you leave it as is, or would you do some sponging along the side? Would you just leave it that rusty look, or would you add a little more color to it? I like the rusty look. I like the rusty look. So see how that looks? Hey, Lois, good morning. I gotta get my bangs cut today. My hair, my bangs is way too long. Sprinkled in Vermont, thank you. So you let me know whether rusted up. Rusted up. Okay, I can rust it up. Let me find something to do that with. I could use this. What do I want to use? I want to use archival ink, so maybe it won't run whenever it gets wet. Let's put that in the water. And I'm debating, I'd like to sponge it, but I don't know if this is going to be dark enough. I do have antique wax out here. I could use it. Let's do that. You know what? I probably should have shook it first. Rusty. Everybody loves Rusty. I love Rusty too. I don't think I need a lot of Rusty. I love the Rusty that's already on it. So I'm going to try to just not cover that up too much. Now that's kind of brown and this is orange. Like a rust color. That did make it look better. It kind of blended the other rustiness together. It really did. I'm not sure if I can get this color on there. You probably wouldn't even see it if I did. So I really need like a lighter brown paint. But I like it how it is. So this side, what do I want to do with this side? I think I want to paint it with a little bit of yellow and then maybe rusty that up. Because it's already rusty. The lid was super rusty. I don't have my light on today, so I'm not as bright. I'm about out of this paint. Hey Gail, thank you. So let's see, I have not painted in a while. I was thinking maybe just do some streaks. You know what? I should probably use a dry brush. Now that I'm thinking about it. Let me see. Do I have a tiny one? I don't have a real tiny one, so I'm going to use the edge of this one. And just make some streaks. Kind of like that, to add some more interest to it. And then while it's drying, we're gonna make the bee. And I might just make the middle darker too. The more this dries, the more I can see the rust from the can, which is good. So now let's use one of these. And we should do the same thing with a little bit of brown, shouldn't we? Let's do the same thing with a little bit of brown. Let me dry this. I don't want to smear it. And I was going to put the bee on this side. I'm not going to worry about wiping that yellow off. I like it. That made it look better. Hi Tina, hey Stephanie and Christy. I think it did. So let's put that in the water. Wipe this up. And we'll let that dry. And let's go ahead and I'll rinse that out later. I'm gonna put another layer of Mod Podge on here, but I can wait and do it after. Let's see, I came on at 11:30. Oh my God, I think I'm doing good. So let's let that dry. Now, the bee, I got the idea from Lori with Farmhouse Stencil Shop, and I haven't made one before, but I think I can do it. We are gonna give it a go. So you'll need 20 gauge wire, and I happen to have some, or heavier. And you'll wanna make it about 20 inches long, nothing shorter. So I brought out this ruler. Oh no, I got this ruler. This ruler is 18 inches, so I'm gonna make it a little longer than the ruler. Has anybody made a bee? I've not done it, so, oh good, I have left over. So that's probably 20. I'm gonna have to get me some more. I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure. It's 10 yards of 20 gauge wire. And these were the only two size beads that I had, so I painted one yellow and one black. And we're gonna bead the wire through the yellow one, almost to the bottom. You want more up at the top so you can form around it. So I think I'm going to, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start forming like a circle around the bead. And you're gonna have to hold it and just put it around the bead. It's up to you how many times you want to go around it, but don't do it too much so you have extra wire left over. You're just kind of mashing it on the bead. I'm sure if you used a bigger bead, it would make it, thank you for the star, whoever sent me a star, thank you. It would make it easier. Okay, I don't have it super tight, but it is on there. Now I'm just gonna twist it around here. So now I've got it on there. I probably did too much, but we'll see. So now what we're gonna do, oh, I know, I was about to do something before my next step. Now we're gonna make the wing. And you're just gonna shape it as best you can. And then you're gonna twist it around the other wire. And try to keep it as flat as you can. And then you're going to, gotta put it around here. Then you're gonna make another one. Hello, Christy. That one may not have been big enough. You think that's big enough? That seems awful tiny. Maybe I should make it a little bigger. Let's see. Let me untwist it. Because I think I have enough wire. But once you put it how you want it, it's hard to undo it. That's a little bigger. So I'm gonna twist it back around. And push it down a little bit. If you use more than 20 gauge, it's gonna be hard to manipulate it. For me anyway, if you have strong fingers, go for it. And then you want to make this one about the same size. If you go to Lori with, what'd I say, Farmhouse Stencil Shop, she has a short video of it, and you probably could learn better from her than me. So I'm going to twist this one. I got to make sure I do it in the right direction. Just want to make sure it's going to stay on. So there's my wings. Not perfect, but I don't think the birds will care. Now I'm going to bring this wire back up here. And I'm just pushing this down a little because I want to put the other bead on here. I think I'm going to cut this off evenly for now. So now I'm going to put the, good morning, Pat. So now I'm going to put the black bead that I painted, which I'm going to do a spray paint of sealer on it too. And I'm going to put it here, but I'm going to squish this stuff down so it's, I'm sure the more you make of these, the better you'll get. And I'm not good with little things anyway, but I thought it would be cute to have a little bee on there. I'm trying to get the bead where it rests on here a little better. Somehow I've got it crooked. So I'm going to use some hot glue to hold that down a little bit. I'm just trying to smash it so it looks like a bee. And to keep it still, let me move these, and maybe that'll help. So far, this is the hardest part of it to me, because I want to get it close together. I'm going to hold that down a minute. Hey, Vonda. Thank you, Lonnie and Vonda. Thank you. It's not perfect. It's my first one. But it's pretty easy if you can just get this part straight. Because see how cute that is? And then you just twist these. I don't think it needs to be that long, so let me cut it off. This is not in my wheelhouse either. I don't typically do stuff like this. But I thought it would be a cute thing to make. Oh, thank you, Kelly. So you just keep twisting it ever how you want it. I'm trying to get them kind of even. This one's bigger for some reason. I had beginner's luck over here. So let me spread that one out. This one's got a smaller curve. I like my first one better than my second one. It looks longer, but I thought I did them the same. They're not exactly the same, but they're close. And it looks like he's looking somewhere because he's not straight, but I love the bottom. I think it's really cute. Aren't they cute? You can go to her short video of her doing it. I'm just gonna cut this one off. I don't know if I can cut it. And you can stop and start it. If you can't remember how I just did this one. I just don't know how I managed to make this one longer. So that's bugging me. So I am going to cut it off and do it again. Okay, let's try this again. That's a little better. That's a little better, but it's still not the same. Thank you, everybody. I guess it don't matter if it's not exactly the same. Nobody's going to care, and the birds definitely won't care. So I will put some spray sealer on him or her, whichever it is. I've got some baby birds up underneath my barn. I have these little trucks up on the barn, like for yard art, and the last couple years the birds have made a nest in them. So Jenny took a pole and her phone and wrapped it together and went up there to look, but when she did, there was no babies yet. They were just building the nest. But this morning I could hear the babies. So that video will come sometime. We'll try it again and try to get a video of the babies. So I thought we could just put it right on top. I'm gonna use, I think you call this a crocodile. Is that what you call this? I don't even know. Let's put a hole in the middle. That's probably the middle there. And then I'm going to take some more wire. I was going to use some rusty wire, which I should. My husband gave me this whole roll of rusty wire. So I'm going to use it to make a hanger and then hang it on one of those S-hooks that you can get at the Dollar Tree. Oh, I forgot. I have this honeycomb that I got a few years back, and I was thinking about maybe gluing some on here and putting the bee on it, but I don't want to cover up. I'm going to do this side. I don't want to cover up much. So what shape should I do this? You can cut it. Where's my scissors? What shape would you make the honeycomb? Square or round or rectangle? This is all I have left. I made a craft with it. So square, rectangle, or round. Because I thought it would be cute to just glue it onto here and then put the bee on that. So who's going to tell me? Square, round, or rectangle? Anybody got an idea of where they would put this on there? Hello, Aletta. Hi, Linda. And there's Sheila. A hexagon, of course. Oh, yeah, a hexagon. Ooh, that's going to be hard. Do I have my... That would be... I don't know if I can do it like that, but I have extra round rectangle. I like the hexagon idea. I didn't even think about that. So that would be square at the top. And then like that. Let's give it a try. And then it goes down. Okay. These aren't even, so let's see if I can make them even. That's better. And then like that, right? That's not even, but let's work on it. That's better, but not quite like the other one. It's not quite a hexagon, but it's close. It's close. So let's, I don't think I have yellow, not out here anyway. Let's darken this up a little bit so we can see it. This is really soft. It's probably 3 or 4 years old. And you know me, I don't want to throw something away, so I saved it. So that kind of makes it stand out a little bit more, because there's a difference. Thank you, Gretchen. So now let's use the Titebond glue to glue it. Because that dries clearer. And we'll just put it on the side there. And then we'll glue our little bee. I think I'm going to glue the bee too. I don't know if I can glue enough hot glue to make it stay, but we can try. One of my antennas is still bigger than the other one. I think that's cute. I don't know how it's going to hold up to the weather, but we will see. It's going to be under my tree. And see, when it spins, it'll still be looking cool on the other side. I think that'll work. And then we'll put this on there to hang it. This rust, oh, I already got some of the rusty wire. Let me, if your husband does construction, he probably has some of that rusty wire too. Oh, I knocked it off. Probably should have done that after the hanger. I'll try not to knock it off again. Should use the pliers. And maybe just my hands. I'm trying to flatten it out. There we go. Oh, dang it. I'm gonna have to let it just sit there and dry with the Titebond, but I think that'll be cute. Once it dries, I will take a picture outside. The hot glue, I can't just do hot glue because it gets really hot here, so I'm gonna have to let it dry with the Titebond glue, but I like it. And I might even braid this wire a little bit. That's what I'm thinking. So my time is up. I just looked. Thank you for being here. It was fun. If you make a bee, put it in the comments if you can. a picture of whatever you do, or if you do the can, and you can also put it over on Timeless Creations, the group I have where people post the things that they make. So thanks for being here, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, be safe. Bye-bye.